Hey everybody, Alicia G here with NRW, and welcome to the MixTake. It's going to be a bi-weekly show, so we'll be posting every 2 weeks. We'll be bringing you the latest news on music, reviews, and stuff like that. First, to start off this one, I wanted to actually talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately. We're starting off a little heavy. Last year we lost two icons of my generation. I'm the cuspy, right between Millennial and Generation X, and we lost Cornell, and then shortly thereafter we lost Bennington. And I grew up a fan of Soundgarden, and then in the later years of high school and college, Linkin Park was all the rage. These are both bands I was really into. I grew up loving rock and roll, and it was just really hard. I wasn't expecting to lose these artists so early in my life. You had like Bowie and Prince, who some of the older generations appreciated, and I appreciated the artists too, but you know, I didn't grow up with them as solidly as I did with Cornell and Bennington. And I thought that was like, God, that is so rough. I mean, music is so important to me. I've been playing guitar since I was 7. I've been writing music almost all of my life, and so I take celebrity deaths, ones in the music industry, really hard. And then this year happened, and the person who inspired me to want to become a rock musician, not just I'm playing guitar, but like to actually become a singer in a rock band and write my own music and stuff, Dolores passed away. And this is gonna be rough, hold on. I cried. I spent that entire Monday bawling my eyes out. It felt like, you know, it felt like losing a friend, someone I'd grown up with. No Need to Argue, their second album, their sophomore album from 1994, was the first album I ever owned. My aunt got it for me for my birthday because I was obsessed with Zombie. And I heard that song. It's the first song I truly learned on guitar. Everything else is just, I'm trying, I'm not really doing anything on it. And then I learned Zombie. It was a simple song, 4 chords, E minor, C, G, D major. It was just simple, it was easy to play. And I played that every time I picked up my guitar. First song I'd play. Because I could play it, I could sing it. And it was really weird going on social media. I hadn't heard the news yet, and I had like 3 or 4 different friends like, Alicia, are you sitting down? Dolores died. That was the first person I thought of. Which, it speaks to the power of music. You know, it speaks to the influence music has on us as people. That you could lose someone you've never met in your entire life, whose music shaped you and did so much for you, made you part of who you are, and that's gone. Once they're gone, it's just like a part of you is missing. A particular lyric comes to mind off that album that really reflects how this affected me personally. And I know many others because I was seeing a lot of these comments on social media from other fans. And it's the opening lyric off the song Empty, off of No Need to Argue. Something has left my life, and I don't know where it went to. It's a good quote. It was an appropriate quote, because I have never felt a lyric so strongly in my life at that point, and it made me think about everything else I have lost in my life, everyone else I ever lost. Of course, that made me cry more. And I know a lot of people went through similar feelings with the loss of Bennington because, you know, I'm friends with a lot of people my age and some people younger than my age. Linkin Park was a big part of growing up for a lot of these friends. Even if they weren't, like, die-hard fans, there was always that one song you could relate to. There was a lot of anger and other very visceral emotions in their music that speak to a lot of people. Things they couldn't necessarily vocalize themselves. I saw a lot of people were extremely hurt by it. Some people that still can't listen to an entire album of theirs without tearing up. Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory came out in, I want to say it was my junior or senior year. And it was such a good album. My at the time boyfriend gave me his copy because I was listening to it the whole way up to Florida, and he's like, you know what, just keep it. You clearly love that album more than I do. And I did. It made me interested in trying to branch out and try different things with my music, not just, I can play these chords, let's see what we can do. Music just, it's such a huge part of people's lives. I'm one of those people that can't make it through the day without a constant soundtrack playing. Some of my friends will tell you, it gets a little annoying. I'll be like, I have to have music. I can't focus on things without it. So losing these artists that can bring up memories of ours, I can pinpoint certain points in time where I first heard a song for the first time and it floored me. Losing these artists feels like losing part of ourselves. And there'll be people who will chastise you for the extreme emotional reaction you have to it. They're wrong. Music has become such a huge part of our lives. The availability of it, the ability to stream any album. We're more connected to music now than we've ever been. After Dolores passed, some of the comments on Facebook were like, I have never listened to a single Cranberries song in my life, and I just listened, and now I'm regretting I didn't hear about them sooner. You got people who missed the main time period of when Linkin Park was at its peak, and they went back and listened to it. You get new Soundgarden fans after Cornell passed. Music is immortal, even if the singers aren't. And we use these songs to tell our stories. That sensory memories are extremely powerful. You can hear a song and it provokes an emotion. One of the things about the Cranberries that I loved is, you know, I wore my No Need to Argue cassette out considerably. I would listen to it on trips from Virginia to Georgia when we'd visit my uncle. That tape was so worn out. I had to get it on CD afterwards. That's how bad it was. When my husband was sick with cancer, I would always sing Dreaming My Dreams to him by the Cranberries. Kind of calm him and relax him. It ended up being our first dance at our wedding. So music ties a lot to the emotions we feel, even for casual listeners. And I guess what I wanted to say with this is, it's okay to be emotional about it. It's okay to feel like you've lost a friend or family member if it was a musician that you just grew up loving. Because something has left my life, and I don't know where it went to. Alright, well, that's it for the first ever The MixTake. And I'm sorry we went a little bit heavy going right in. Next episode will definitely be a little more lighthearted. We'll be discussing different topics in music. This is just a show about music in general. So until next time, this is Alicia G with NRW and The MixTake, and I'll see you later.